Hi, it's TheWoolista here. If you haven't seen my podcast before, I hope you enjoy it. I just kind of, whenever I can, get on here and do a podcast and catch everybody up. And I also do this for my girls so that, years from now when I'm not around, they can turn the TV on and see their mom, as I love them. And I just want them to be able to see me and hear my voice one day when I'm gone. Let's see. What have I been working on? Ooh, the Indigo Frost. It is now almost done. And I am just in love with this pattern. Oh, I got a scuff in my nail. I hate that. I am in love with this pattern. And the yarn. It is so unbelievably soft and squishy. And it's just coming out perfectly. So, this is the neck up here, which you roll down. Get my yarn out of the way. It's a poncho, cape, whatever you want to call it. And it goes like this. And then it should come down to touch the top of my jeans-ish. You know, no arms. And then there's going to be a draw cord with the pom-poms on the bottom. And it is just soft, squishy, and that winter white that goes with everything, especially with jeans. So that has, I'm on my last row, a couple rows. I think I have 2 inches of ribbing, and then I'm done, besides the cord. And I've been making that in my bag my girlfriend made me. My really cool, it's like a doctor bag. She makes these, she personalizes them for everybody. And she is under BellaKardan on Etsy. I'll put a link to her shop in the notes. I love my bag and my mermaid. So that is where I'm at there. Yeah, one of my girlfriends I think is making her second one. She liked the pattern so well. That is the Indigo Frost. This table is just gotta go. It's a drafting table, and it is so long and wide. I am way too short for it. That's why I'm kind of I need a shorter table, definitely. It's a great table, but not for me. I'm just a little too short for it. Let's see, what have I finished? I finished the Tin Can Knit. What is this one called? Barley Hat by Tin Can Knits. And it's a great hat. I already finished one of them. And this is my second one. I'm going to make it for a little gift. And it's a boy. So I'm going to put a black pom-pom on here. And then I'm also going to make little booties and put them in there as well. Oh, that's better. Now I can see what I'm doing. In case I didn't hold that up right. Little barley hat. It's just cute and functional. And I'm going to make booties to go with it. And I put these tiny little, this table's long, pom-poms on the back of the booties also. I think I have the set that I made previously. These little booties go right on the back of the, on the back of the booties. And the set is really cute. I did make a set previously for my second grandbaby, and it turned out so well. I was like, this might be my go-to set for baby gifts. I haven't made a pink one yet, but I'm sure that's on its way. So that one is done. I also finished, I don't have them on me, a cowl in Newberry, Ohio school colors for my stepmom, and it turned out so well. I made it with this big, chunky yarn. And it is also on Ravelry in my projects, my finished projects. And it's just big and chunky, and you can even pull it over your head for football games, which is perfect because it's cold in Northeast Ohio, okay? Our football games are very cold. So that should keep her very warm. Let's see. Oh, I purchased, is this cute? It's another BellaKardan bag. It's the Halloween bag. And I bought from Tina's Twisted Fibers. She's also on Etsy. A Twisted Halloween pumpkin set with these great colors in it. And I think I'm going to do a cowl. It's one of Joji Locatelli's cowls, and it's like all gray, and then you put like zags of these colors in. I think, I'm not positive that's what I'm gonna do with these colors, but that's what it's looking towards. I went to Around the Table, which is a local yarn store in Shaker Heights, and I got this from, when Gigi was in town. Honeybee Knits was also there, and I picked up her Miami Sunset colorway. And this is her UV reactive yarn, and it glows under, or it's bright under a black light. So I guess anytime I feel like I'm young and frisky and when I go to a club, I can glow. Those days are pretty much over. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I did ask my husband. I was like, could you hook a black light up to your motorcycle? And then whenever I wear this, it'll just like glow when we're on the motorcycle, or I don't know. We'll figure something out. Maybe I can like do like ripped jeans and do a little stitching in some ripped jeans and try to be young again. That might work. Okay. So excited about that. And the bag is so cute. I mean, look at that. It's got a spider on it. It's just, and spiders are not my thing. Trust me, when I see a spider, I freak out. Oh, from Around the Table, I also got this cute little bag. Cassette tapes. And it's made out of recycled material. But I'm like, oh, I'm an 80s chick. And I remember cassette tapes. And trying to tan and listen to WMMS. And we had boom boxes back then. And for our favorite songs, you had to push the record button and the play button. Or something like that. Record button and something. When your song came on so you could get it onto the cassette. Oh, Lord, it was a mess. So much easier to do now on computers. But that was before we had computers, and might be dating myself a little bit, but yeah, everybody's got to go through that fun. Oh, I also bought these buttons because everybody who knows me knows I am a button fanatic. Let's see if I can show these real well. These are like cast iron, like little owls, and they're just adorable. I like bronze cast iron. I also like cute little owls. Who am I kidding? I like all buttons. I like buttons. I have quite a little stash of buttons going. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, and whenever I do go to buy them, I'm like, shit, how many do I buy? Do I buy 2? Do I buy 4? Do I buy 6? I don't know what project I'm going to use them on, or if I can buy them again. Doesn't matter. Just figure it out. I just like the buttons. Cassette tapes. Really? Oh my God, I love that little bag. For my Shave 'em to Save 'em project that I'm in, I am now plying my Jacob's wool. I don't know if you can see that. I don't want to do. So for the shave them to save them. Can I see that in the camera? Let's see. If I move out of the way. So yeah, I now have my Jacob's wool applying on my ladybug spinning wheel, and that's going well. And then after I apply it, I'm going to soak it, put the little weight on it and let it, the twist sink in, and then go from there, and then it'll be ready to knit with. It's a process taking the wool from sheep, getting it ready to knit with. But I really like the hands-on process, and it keeps my mind, it calms my mind down somehow, where I can just focus on it, and it relaxes me. And I just, ever since I started spinning and working with wool, I love it. Another project I'm working on is my brother's blanket. My mom took my brother out a couple years ago, and he picked out the colors that he wanted in his blanket. So she started crocheting it, and somehow I ended up with the project. So there's no pattern. I'm finishing it. Currently, I'm doing the corner to corner, and it's going to be 4 panels so that he can put it on his queen size bed. So there's a little bit of variegated in there, bright green, and then teal, and then, so I think I'm going, and all of these pictures are also on Ravelry. Ravelry is a knitting and crochet community. I think spinners are on there for anybody to come to and you see all their friends work and communicate with them and be in groups and do knit-alongs and crochet-alongs. And you should check it out, Ravelry.com. You gotta make a username and password, and then you invite your friends, and then you can, I don't know what to compare it to even. It's just an online community that you find your friends on there, like I would be TheWoolista, then I would accept, and then we could message each other, and every time I post something you would see it, anytime you post something I would see it, and of that nature. So this is on there also. All of my projects are on there. And I think I'm going to do 2 exactly like this with some stripes in it. And then the other 2, like maybe put them down in corners like this. And then these 2, I'm going to have solid, except for maybe on the corners. So that it's not like pattern, 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 pattern. It would just be kind of like calming and then splatter with pattern. I'm not a pattern on pattern type of girl. I like wild patterns and then subtle pants or something to go with them, like solid on pattern. I'm not a pattern type person. So it's just a little overwhelming for me, if that makes any sense. Who knows? Let's see. I'm going to be starting my red upriver, I think it's called, soon. I have it in the bag. I've got the needles ready. The upriver that I'm going to be making soon. And it is in this stop your heart type of red. Ooh, it's just beautiful. I can't wait till that's finished. And that yarn came from Backyard Fiber Works. Guy got it at the Indie Dyeing Festival right before Rhinebeck last year when we went. Rhinebeck was so fun. Can't wait to go again one year. Not this year. I think I pretty much caught you up. Anything else? I've been watching that show, the first season of, what the hell's it called? Carnival Row on Amazon Prime. Really like it. I love stories like that keep going on, and it's got mystical creatures in it, and it's set back in like the dirty London times, but they weren't in London. I can't remember where they were at. But it is, the one thing I will say is it's such a dark and dreary town, that it's kind of dark on your TV, you know? I'm just like, and I do hope she gets nicer. What is her name? The fairy. I hope she gets nicer next season, because she's just a rebel with just a chip on her shoulder, and I'm just like, come on, we know that you're a badass. Let's be nice now. Everybody knows it. And she really loves that guy, and hopefully she can show some little tenderness the next season. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't think there's anything else. It's been, well, we've had a few weddings this year. It's been a fun, active summer. And fall's right around the corner. So it's going to be time for the holidays soon, and sweaters and lots of family time. That's always a good time of year. If you liked my podcast, thank you for joining me and listening to me in my garage that I'm turning into a studio slowly. I'm getting there. Like, this background, I guess, isn't the best, but I'll get there. I also need to get a smaller table, but one thing at a time, live life. And so if you liked it, hit the like button below. And there's a bell that you can hit below too. So every time I put a new podcast up, you'll get notified. I just bought some, I don't know what it is. What do you call it? Software. Some kind of software to help with my videos. And let's see if I can. Last time I tried it, I downloaded a free one, and then it had its name across the whole podcast, and that was annoying. So I went out and bought one, and hopefully I'll figure out how to use it, because, I'm from an older generation, and I'm not as quick at these things as others are. But anyway, I hope you'll join me next time. I'm hoping to do these a little more often now that summer's pretty much out of the way. Get back to doing these and keeping up with everybody, and maybe I'd like to do a series on showing you how to, crochet. How to crochet, maybe, if people are interested in that. I think some people are. Maybe how to knit, basics. I'll teach you the basics. You go on from there. Maybe I found some old stitch patterns that I could do, like samples of how to do just that stitch, and then you can incorporate it into your own project. Pretty much, a pattern is just kind of like a recipe. You throw your own thing in there. If you want to change it up, make it bigger, make it smaller, you just got to do the math behind it. And I'll show you how to do the stitch pattern, or the stitch, and then you can incorporate it into a pattern. You just kind of change them. And there's lots of YouTubes out there on how to change your own pattern. And yeah, good luck with it. I'm still working on a couple. I'm trying to tweak, for my size, and like maybe I don't like the neck on something. I want to change the neck. I just got to figure out the math and then work it out. Anyway, I'm just chattering on. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome week and weekend, and have some fun and keep knitting. All right.